Yo, what is up, guys? No, okay. So I got this little I made this little beat. I mean, not this little beat, my bad. This little pattern in Omnisphere. Let me show you the sound we got pulled up. It's called let's see here. If we go to see, my Omnisphere is so laggy. VO tones for LES. And this is what it sounds like. And that's all we got so far, or like that's all I built so far. And you know, I just kind of marked the sections. I mean, they're not really like official or anything, but I was just kind of playing around before I started the video. So anyways, let's just back this up. Let me delete this. So we got my bad, we got you know, this pattern. And I got a few sounds pulled up. I got a snare, a closed hi-hat, a kick, we got the chant noise, we got a cymbal and an 808. Okay, and now before anything, I just wanted to show you that what our tuning is on our Omnisphere. I think it's in 440. Okay, so it's in 440, and we got the VO tones for LES or whatever that is. You know. So I'm just gonna clone this over. Now let's actually dive into what this actually is. So we have. So they're just single notes. They're not even like chords or anything. And I don't even think we're gonna use any chords. We're gonna keep this like kind of trap like UZI VERT. You know, straightforward type. You know, like it's not gonna be like a bunch of, you know, we don't need a lot of you know, musicality. We only need like something and a good beat and a good vocal idea. You know, you don't need to kill yourself on doing all these extra things for your beat to make up for, you know, and overthinking kills, I swear, guys. So just do it. And you know, the greatest advice I ever heard was to do it 80%. Like, do something 80%, not 100. And I feel like that just goes, you know, because like that last 20%, you're just trying to get that perfection, and that perfection never comes to the person that's making it. So do it 80% in my eyes, get it done, and move on to the next. And it's good enough. Just do it good enough. You don't need perfectionism. So this is our thing. So we got C, D, E, F, and these are just half, you know, half beats or beat notes or whatever. And this is a double, whatever. So basically, I mean, we don't really need that. I guess we are kind of extending that tail, and that's kind of helping us out there. So, it's almost like adding like the sustain pedal on there. So it sounds really game tone like, and we're gonna make a beat out of this. So let's get moving, guys. So what I'm gonna do is let's go to pattern 2, and I'm gonna fill in this high step each 2. Let's pull that out for 2 bars though, and let's just click in right here so we can fill that out again. Okay, so I want to do fill each 2. Now I forgot to mention our BPM, and that's the reason why that sounded like that. Now our BPM is in 244. That seems kind of high, but because we're producing in double time, it's not that high. So you know, divide that by 2, which is 122. So our BPM is 122, but we're producing in double time, and that just helps us, you know, kind of it spaces. It almost like gives us a spacing effect. Like we can make hi-hat rolls faster. You know, like, you know what I'm saying, like. So I mean, it's just really honestly just helpful when you produce in double time. You don't have to, but it just kind of like I mean, it doesn't matter honestly, but in this video we're producing in double time, guys. So we're gonna put the snare on the 3 and the 7. So what is double time? Basically, let's just break it down real quick. Instead of counting 1, 2, 3, 4, like if we put it on 122, let's do fill each 8, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. So instead of doing 1, 2, 3, 4, we're doing let's fill each 4. We're doing 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So if we loop that 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and so that's double time, you know, basically in a nutshell, and it's really easy to understand once you get a hang of it. So, you know, it's definitely. So let's just fill this out, and so now what I'm gonna do is I think I'm gonna add let's add the chant noise real quick. So let's just fill this in. I'm gonna paint it in. Actually, let's paint it in. Let's just Control B to latch paste, and when we just Control P, and when you latch paste, it just that's just a little shortcut. You know, instead of painting it. So let's add that in. Let's add our chant noise. Do we have a clap? I don't know if we have a clap. Let's add a clap. Okay, so let's actually take that off and let's put it on a new pattern. So I'm gonna go into pattern 4. It's kind of already raw. Yeah. Hey. No, okay, no, we're not gonna spit right now. Okay, let's add a kick. So let's add our kick. Let's just now if we highlight, we can Control B and just latch paste. And I love latch pasting. It's just kind of like the quickest way to do something, or like paste your patterns in when you're just trying to do something real quick like that. You know, like what we're doing real quick right here. So let's actually route these real quick. Actually, we have a few routed. I don't know why. I must have routed them before the video. Let's reroute them. Let's highlight all of them. Let's go into our mixer. Make sure they're all highlighted. Let's right click on the first channel. It doesn't matter if you have things that are routed already. It'll reroute right over them. It'll just reroute everything and rename it. So let's just do that. Let's turn our kick down. So let's actually delete those because we're actually going to let's change up the pattern, the kick pattern, because I just don't want it to be like too repetitive. Let's like actually make it drive. So let's make this unique, and you don't even have to make it unique. You could just go to pattern 7 and like it would just be a blank pattern like this. So you can just fill it in. So, and actually I don't want that there. So I'm just trying to listen to what I want. I want boom, boom, boom. So I think I want it right there. Yeah. So we want it. Okay, let's keep that going. I think we're going to change it up a little bit more. Okay, yeah, that's what I want to do. I want to make this unique pattern 7. And if you notice, it's after the 4th bar. And if you listen to music in general, after the 4th bar, it's almost like a wrap up or like a new thing, or like we expect a new thing, or at least after 8 maybe or 16. In those general, you know what I mean? So it's like a wrap up. You want to do something a little different. you know, just to change the feel of this, like just to get it moving a little bit, and those extra details to the song matter. So let's do that. Let's add a extra little note right here. So I only want it to hit 3 times. So let's actually make pattern 6 unique as well. And I mean, there's many ways to do this, guys. Like, this is just the way I want to do it. I'm just gonna delete that kick out, and then that way we can just clone these 8 patterns over, and that'll be at that'll be that for that. Now we could color these. We could change the color and rename it to kick, if you want. So like, let's pretend if you're kind of getting a little mixed up and you want to do something, you know, like, and trust me, guys, like, these colors matter. Like, once you fill them out, like, yeah, you can think about it, like, yeah, it's helpful if I use the colors and you don't use them, but like, when you actually go and use them, it's really helpful. So we got our chant. I promise, guys, it's really helpful. It only takes a second, because when you go and make multiple patterns and you're like, okay, so this is getting a little confusing, and then you have, like, you know what I mean, you get down to like track 11 or 12 and you're like, okay, this is like crazy, guys. So like, you have to like kind of like, you actually do have to start coloring things, and that's like so important. You should get into the habit of that, and I just have a terrible habit. I think I'm gonna try and make it a habit, guys, like, so we all, like, if you watch, then we can like kind of like get into the habit together. So this is actually the clap, and everyone was probably watching being like, you dumbass, filling in chant. Okay, so the chant, and I don't care if it's spelled right for all you OCD homies out there. Okay, now let's just rename this hat, whatever, on the same color. Okay, so now that we colored those, and it helps a lot, it just looks a little, you know, easier to work with. Color coding helps, you know, a lot. And now let's add our crashing every 4 bars or so, and we're gonna change up the now let me delete that off pattern 7. I think we put it on pattern 7 by accident. Let's put it on pattern 8, not 8, 9, 10. Okay, we're on pattern 10. I should have just looked at the patterns. Okay, so that was a little loud. Let me turn that down, and I think we have our sounds routed already. Now I think we should actually I don't know why this compressor's here. It doesn't matter, I guess, but we should delete it because it might be affecting our symbol. I don't know what I did there, but let me actually let's just replace that, and then if I replace it, it's the same thing as you guys adding a plugin. So let's just add I want to add EQ, because I don't want that like high annoying, like, that just hurts my ears. Okay, I don't know what I did there. Did I do something wrong? No. Sounds like I almost, okay, so these are all linked together, and that's the problem. So, let me, now this does not apply to you guys. Let me just, fix my drums. So, okay. Sorry, that was a little mishap on my end. You didn't have to pay attention to that. I just actually accidentally had all my drums routed to a bus by accident. Because I was working on this before I made this video, so I was just trying to get the feel of it so I can make the video kind of a little better and more prepared. So I think what we should do next is add I mean, we can arrange. I think we should add an 808. Let's add our 808 in. Let's go to piano roll. And I'm going to drop this just down. And I'm going to pull it out for 4 bars. And you can already hear what we're about to. We're about to get banging up in a bit. No, I'm just kidding. We're about to. Alright, so let's go to, what are we in? Pattern 10. Let's make sure this is selected on 808. You know, it's just because I didn't have the right pattern on. Okay, so no, my bad. We're in the wrong pattern. Ignore what I'm saying, homies. No, okay. Okay, so let's go to piano roll in our 808. Whoops, my bad. I'm sorry. Let's go to piano roll. Double click, whatever, if we unselect. Okay, so let's fill this in. Now we're in pattern 11. Let's make sure that's filled in. Pattern 11. Not pattern 10. I accidentally did that by accident. Sorry. Okay. Let's go to piano roll, because that's just too high. Now the 808 I'm using is already tuned. If you haven't seen my videos lately, or I actually have a video on how to tune 808s. We're not gonna do that in this video for the sake of time. Okay, so let's just get the feel for this. Let's now we have this pulled out for 4 bars, I believe, so we can kind of afford to mess around here. Let me actually shorten this note. Let's make sure our velocity's up. Let's turn that up a little bit, guys. We want these notes to hit hard. We want our 808 to bust. Bust. Okay, so I just, I love doing this. I love cutting this section out and deleting it just to get, okay, let me actually cut it out, not at the upbeat, but the downbeat, or like the the wrap up. Let me cut it right here. I just want to hear it real quick, guys. I love it. I love breaks. I love pauses. I think pauses in music are really important. You could probably afford a whole entire. Okay, so let's build this up. Now, what I'm gonna do is just delete some stuff. Let's delete some stuff. We don't need all this. Let's make sure our symbols added a little more often. I'm just gonna add it on every fourth. Like, if you see the appropriate spot, at least where I like to put it, is like every 4 in the beginning or at the ending. I mean, it doesn't matter. And what I'm trying to say is, like, you see how they grid these off? That's kind of helpful. Like, you can get the feel of like the 4th bar. So every 4 bars is sectioned off in a different color, and like you can get an idea real quick where every 4 bars is. So I just like to put it like at the first bar, or first of every 4 bars. That's just a good spot. So keep that in mind. I mean, but you can do anything you want. There's no rules. And we could definitely add hi-hat rolls. We could definitely make this more complex. Let's do it. Let's do it. What do we got? I think we didn't add our snare yet. Now let's add a snare. Let's add like a snare roll. And this blank spot where we are right here. Let's go to pattern 12. Let's add a snare roll. So let's just play this right here. And what I'm gonna do is highlight. I'm gonna highlight 11, 12, and 13. That's all I need to hear. And I'm gonna make a snare rolls. Now we only got 1 bar right here. Let's shorten this to 1 bar. Now what I want to do is just think about what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna literally fill in these 4 right here. And since we're in double time, that might be quick enough for a snare roll. Let's go to piano roll. Since we filled those in. I think that's just like, I don't like that note. Let's see what I want to do with this. I'm not sure. I don't want to rename it, my bad. I actually want to go into piano roll again, my bad. So let's go back into piano roll, and let's actually click one of these to copy it to our like note, our keyboard. It's like our clipboard in our piano roll if you click on a note. So let's pretend I extend this, and then you click on it. See, it's like copied. So that's really helpful if you know that. So let's click that. That'll leave us less confused. So I'm going to drag this one out, and I'm going to cut it at a smaller, snap the grid like a half step. Control up. Or I mean, I always say that. Control up. It's Control U. Okay, so everyone knows that, guys, and my bad. Not sure if I want that snare roll to be like that. We're probably gonna change that up, guys, to be honest. It just doesn't sound that good. But anyways, you know, I don't want to like extend this video on for too long. I don't really want to make a full beat behind this, guys, or a full song, but this has been like a little creative beat. Now what I want to do is let's make this unique. Not this one, actually. Let's actually make this unique pattern too. And I want to hear it. Yeah, let's add a couple you know, snare or hi-hat rolls, and I'm just gonna add a note in between here and create that like that. Now let me pull that in. Whoops, let me pull this in. So let's actually let's clone pattern 3 down here, and let's just move it down. And honestly, guys, I think I'm gonna make this unique pattern 4, and let's just see what we can do. Let's make everything. Let's just change it up a little, like slightly. Let's add extra notes, and that's gonna keep that you know, that that uniqueness up, kind of. You know, it's not gonna be so repetitive. And that's exactly what we're aiming for. So if we delete, whoops, my bad. Let's actually delete these. Now we have a 4-bar pattern right here. Let's just copy. Let's copy that down there. I want to copy that over right here like that, and that's gonna help us. You know, just get that entire pattern throughout the rest of our song instead of that repetitive, just single pattern. But we can keep that in the beginning. And we don't need this. I mean, we can definitely add sound effects, and we can definitely add post-mixing and vocals. But I'm just not going to do that in this video, guys, for the sake of the time. I'm coming out with so many courses. I'm going to come up with a course with full song creation. We're gonna come up with full songs. I mean, it's gonna be really cheap anyways. I'm practically gonna give away like free things. I'm gonna give everything away for free, guys, pretty much everything. So I mean, like, even my beats, I don't even care. But I still want to have really detailed courses for people that are actually trying to, like, you know what I mean, trying to get on it. And you know, I'm learning too. I'm not an expert, so we'll be learning together. But you know, it's really fun. This is our beat, guys. Yeah, I don't like our snare roll. Let's actually change that really quick, because it's just actually ruining it, and I don't know what I was doing there. So let's change that. Let's bring this back. Let's just leave it like that. Hey, now I don't even know the flow I want to get over this, but that doesn't matter. We don't need it. Now what I was thinking that we should do is I think we should go into our velocity. Let's pull that all the way up so we can get the best like spectrum of velocity. Like we just pull these down a little bit. That way they're not so quantized, you know, in velocity. We're just gonna try to make them alternate a little bit. That way it sounds like a humanized feel. Now we're in pattern 15. I think we have 16. You know what? I think we just did that to our snare. But that's okay. We can leave it like that. That actually was our snare. But I was aiming for the hi-hats. I wasn't trying to do that. I was actually trying to go for the hi-hats. Let's do the same thing to the hi-hats. Just gonna kind of click, you know, a little bit, you know. If that confuses you, you can definitely pull them down a little or whatever. But whatever. So let's go to pattern 4. Let's just kind of click around and, you know, just kind of get the feel. It brings a humanized feel. Sorry, that's exactly what we're doing, you know, because like pretend you're like a drummer or something. Like if you're playing a drum set or whatever, you're not gonna hit the keys at the same like velocity every time, and that just helps our humanized sound. So if we do that to the rest of our, okay, so I think we have, yeah, we might as well do it to this one too. So let's just, you know, kind of alternate them. And you know what's really cool, guys? The note panning. And I'm gonna do that too. Let's note pan these slightly. Like not those ones, but these ones. Like just bring them down a little bit, and it'll give us that nice little feel. It's raw. Okay, yeah, I love that. Sorry. Okay, hold on. Let's make this a little more stronger. The panning. We only did little things, guys. We didn't even add effects onto this at all. We didn't even do anything in here in the mixing part. We're still in the composition part, and it sounds good with the note panning. I really like it. And just those little tweaks can really help your song, guys. And trust me, like literally don't, like, I'm not an expert. We're learning together, and these are just like little things I picked up along the way, but it does really help. So let's play this. I think I'm about to call it. I think I'm about to call the video, guys. But we do need a shift. So make sure your sounds are shifted, guys, because I already have mine shifted because I was messing with this earlier. And it's funny, I deleted my beat that I was making, or that I made already, and this beat that we just made doesn't really sound the same. And even though they're the same sounds, it's just because I didn't film out like exactly the same how I used to have it. So it's just funny, I guess. Like you always come up with different stuff, like just your mood and like how you're feeling, and like other stuff can definitely affect like your production, in my mind. So you know what, guys? Thank you for watching. This is T. We're gonna call this video because it's just, you know, dragging on. Let's actually delete some stuff. You know what? Before we call it, no, let's just call it, guys. We're gonna call the video. So, let me actually back out. Now, I'm gonna just delete things. I'm not gonna really have a strategy to this. I'm just gonna kind of delete random things and listen to it because, I mean, you know, whatever. Just see what we got. I'm not gonna go because I just don't want to waste. I mean, it's definitely not wasting time. I love it, every second of it. But I just don't want to prolong the video just to do some things that I want to do, like make a song out of it. So thank you for watching, guys. Peace. I'm gonna play this really quick. Peace. You know, in the future, when we get some courses going, guys, we're gonna have a full song structure, full everything, more stuff, and it's all gonna be free, guys. We're gonna give it all away for free, so you can learn how to make your own songs and become better in music. It's very simple. It doesn't need to be a secret. So thank you for watching. Peace. Now, yeah, the thing we didn't really think about is the repetition. Now, I'm not gonna kill myself and trying to make like extra patterns, but obviously, easily you can just, you know, go in, take some things out, you know, build a verse out of it, make it a little bit different, you guys, and you know, make a song out of it. We don't need to. I'm not gonna go prolong this video and try to make a full song out of it. I easily could, and it honestly wouldn't be that detailed. I mean, you don't. I mean, yeah, it would be. But you don't need all these things, in my opinion. You just need to get your idea down. You need the song to be finished. You need to move on. You need more. Do more. Always have more, because there's people always doing more. So you just need to get on your song, get off that song, move on to the next song, study, become better. So thank you for watching. Let's play this. Peace. Okay, so like literally the vocal idea makes the whole entire track. Like if we just spit to this, you'll listen to the whole entire vocal like 80% more than the whole entire beat, I promise. You will listen to my words 100% more than you will the beat, I swear. But I'm out here grinding, trying to get my dough. Hey, walk up in a hoe with a bad bitch with a big booty. She getting lit, she feeling me, and she got a bitch. Now gotta hold on 1 second, like roll my blunt like backwood. And I swear to God, we in the backwood, like the back seat, like back hood. I come from like that hood, yeah, that hood. Oh man, yeah, like that hood, like that good. And I'm so good, and I'm feeling man, I'm feeling lit, like A1, yeah, I'm A1. Like motherfucker, just get lit. Like hello to the world, yeah. I'm trying to feel you, yeah. Oh my girl, trying to feel it, yeah. Rub it on my thing, I just rub it on that booty, yeah. Man, the thing's so rowdy, yeah. I'm trying to get to it, ayy. Watch my fucking style, boy. This is not for a second, yeah. Back it up for a second, just back it up for a second, please. I wanna watch, look. I'm trying to control myself. I can't control myself. I need more in this bitch. I just hop in this bitch. I just pull off in this. Hey, what a bad thing. Hey, what a sad thing. Hey, what a big brain, like UZI, like peak bang. I'm too livid, I'm too gone. I swear to God, I'm too gone, like Tupac, and I'm on one. I'm on one like Drizzy Drake. You can't stand. So that's a little freestyle for y'all. Peace.